Yeah, we're live. We're live. We're live. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Let's go. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Let me go like this and delete this one and go like this. Go like this. Hey, what's happening, dude? Whoa, dude, what's going down? Lacey, what's up? What's up, dude? Just a second, just trying to just get all this stuff going. What's up? What's up? Topeka. Hell yeah. What's up? Sup from Spartan, Washington, Wisconsin. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey. Yeah, I told you guys yesterday that there wasn't going to be a stream, but you gotta just roll with the punches, bro, because dude, I'm going to show you right now. Let me show you. I'm waiting on a big box of stencils, the stuff that I press onto my shirts, bro. It was supposed to be here on Tuesday, dude. It hasn't even fucking shown up yet. And that's what I've been saying is like, hey, I can't I'm not going to be streaming today or whatever or then tomorrow because my plan is to knock everything I have to do out in one day because I'm waiting on the fucking stencils. What's up? 9 peeps in here. Let's go. Let's go. How are y'all doing today? What's going down? What's up? What's goody in the hoodie? We got no one's up on YouTube yet. It's all right. It's all right, dude. If you're on Facebook, greetings from Tennessee. Let's go. If you're on Facebook, please share this. Currently, right now, Facebook is shadow banning me, bro. They don't like it when people are speaking truths and or being positive or being a positive influence in the internet realm. Mom's up in here. What's up? If everybody could just smash the like button on Facebook as many times as you possibly can. Please, if you could share this to your page, and then just moving forward, bro, if you see my stuff, bro, just like, share, and comment, bro. They're trying to quiet me. They're trying to suppress me, bro. To be honest, there's 13 people in here right now, and this is the most people I've had on Facebook in a while, bro, and I have 500,000 plus followers. What's up, Britt? What's up, Lacey Lane? I see you, Summer, Hunter, Kyle. How's it going? What's goody? Who's up in here on YouTube? Who's on YouTube? Who's on the YouTuber? Cheerio, mate. Top of the morning to ya. I identify as a conspiracy theorist, and my pronouns are told you so. You got to get those probiotics, you know what I'm saying? A good old little puppy. A good puppy. What's up, Lee Bowler? Your sister's in here too. It's crazy. My mom and my uncle are both up in here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Safe travels, Lacey Lane. Becky, what's good? Did you guys see my Team Human video today? I put some work into that, boy. It's freaking pinned to the top of my Facebook. My top of my videos. We got the Twitch link over here. Yeah. Thank you, Brittany, for dropping the Twitch link. If you wanted to come over and join us on Twitch, it's a little bit better of a demographic. Like it's like set up just a little bit better and for Facebook, but Facebook's good too. Just stay here on Facebook and smash the like button. Stick around because we're about to today's mindful message. You guys ready for today's mindful message? What up, Team Human? What's good, Team Human? Can y'all just drop Team Human in the chat wherever you're at? Whether that's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, can you just drop Team Human, bro? I just want to have a conversation today. No rants, no lectures, just 5 questions. And if you can sit with these 5 questions honestly, you will never look at reality the same way again. Question number 1. Is there some kind of coordinated power structure on this planet? Like, why do almost all of the experts and news outlets and governments seem to push the same narratives at the same time, in the same language, even when those narratives turn out to be wrong, harmful, or flat out contradict each other later? Like, who is writing the script? Question number 2. We know that some of the most powerful people on Earth were involved with Jeffrey Epstein, a man convicted of trafficking minors and connected to billionaires, politicians, royalty, and intelligence agencies. And if that's what we caught, how deep do you really think the abuse networks go that we didn't catch? And what does it say about this system that so many cases like this end up in no big names ever being prosecuted? Question number 3. We're watching AI roll through the economy like a tidal wave. By the end of 2026, nearly 4 in 10 companies say they expect to replace human workers with AI. Major reports warn that entire categories of jobs will be disrupted or completely erased. So here's the question. What happens to a soul of a species when its creativity, labor, art, or even friendships are steadily being handed over to machines? And being human quietly becomes a bug in the system instead of the point of the whole system. Question number 4. Why do so many of the craziest conspiracies seem to start out as insane internet rumors, but then piece by piece, documents, leaks, declassified files, and quiet admissions come out and show that there is at least some truth in the middle of all the madness? If conspiracy theorists just means always wrong, why do governments and corporations keep getting caught doing the very things people were mocked for warning about? How come the people that warned us about COVID seemed out to be true? Just one example. This is the last question, number 5. And this one is going to be personal, so please write your answer in the comments. Damn, we have 54 people up here on YouTube, on Facebook right now. 57. Holy cow, dude. Everybody up on here on Facebook, I love you so much. Please just smash the like button. I haven't had this many people on here ever, actually. So here's the 5th question, number 5. If this planet is really sliding toward more surveillance, less freedom, more AI, more engineered consent, and a tighter grip from global power structures, then why are you here now as a conscious human being on Earth in 2026? Out of all of the timelines that your soul could have chosen to incarnate into, what are the odds that you landed right here in the middle of this one? What if that's not by accident? What if you're not an extra in the background, but drafted by existence itself for Team Human? Are you guys ready to hear my explanations of the questions I just asked? Who's here for that? Can we get some emotes in the chat? You could just chat Team Human. And then I'm just giving you guys a little bit to just fester and just culminate up in those questions, bro. Please drop your thoughts in the comments. All right. Now let's break down why I asked you those 5 questions. Because they aren't random, bro. This is about you waking up to what it means to be a human being on this planet right now. Question number 1. Who's writing the script? We have called this, sorry, I need a drink. We have this thing that's called the New World Order idea, right? Decades of talk about coordinated global systems, centralized control, one narrative machine across nations. Now, whether you believe in the literal New World Order or not, look at the pattern. Same headlines across multiple countries, Same buzzwords, same talking points copied and pasted through media, social media, government, big NGOs. Scholars and journalists have pointed out that powerful institutions and platforms can synchronize narratives remarkably fast, especially online. Is that proof of one secret overlord? No. But it is proof that reality is being framed for you at a large scale. And the less you notice it, the easier you are to herd with the rest of the cattle. Question number 2. Jeffrey Epstein. This one is uncomfortable, and it's on purpose. Epstein wasn't just like some basement boogeyman. He was connected to billionaires, politicians, intelligence agencies, and royalty. Courts confirmed he trafficked and abused minors. Flight logs, photos, testimony. This is not a theory. This is record. And yet, somehow, the full network never really ever got to see the light of day. Many powerful names walked away untouched. Files dropped, social media erupts, and then news cycles just moved on. So when people talk about satanic pedophiles running the world, they're often talking real, documented powers of elite abuse and adding spiritual language and symbolism on top of that. Is every wild claim online true? No. But does a protected predatory elite exist? Absolutely. We already have enough proof to say that there is something rotten all the way up at the top. Question number 3. AI and the value of being human. AI isn't just a gadget anymore. Reports from major consulates, think tanks, and alike say that a huge share of companies openly plan to replace human workers. Economists warn of a job shock that 75 million jobs globally will disappear overnight and it will all go to a machine. Tech experts worry that the coming AI age literally threatens humanity's sense of meaning, identity, and what it actually even means to be human. So the question isn't just, will I keep my job? It's what happens to a species when it slowly agrees that machines are more efficient, more trustworthy, and more valuable than human beings. And if you're not careful, you wake up one day and realize the systems you built to help humanity were quietly redesigned to replace us. Economically first, then socially, and then spiritually. Why do... Question number 4. Why do crazy ideas keep coming partially true? How come conspiracy theorists seem to be on a winning streak? Think about like chemtrails, population manipulation, secret experiments. Most mainstream outlets will tell you chemtrail theories are false. There's no evidence of global chemical spraying. And yet, those same investigations admit there actually were secret government experiments spraying civilians with chemicals in the past decades. We see similar patterns with climate conspiracies, surveillance, Great Reset, wild claims swirling around a kernel of real policy, real power, real overreach. So the game becomes mixed truth, lies, fear, and ridicule together until nobody knows what to trust. So the point of my question isn't believe every theory. It's if the official story has been caught lying so many times, how aggressively are you checking your own beliefs, your own sources, your own automatic reactions? Real critical thinking actually reduces blind belief in conspiracy theories and blind faith in authority at the same time. That's grown-up spirituality right there. If you're here, please let me know what's up. This one's been a banger, bro. I'm letting you know today's was a banger, dude. Question number 5. Because this one, like I said, with the question, it's deep, bro. It's personal. And I'm only saying this because I love you. This is the one that matters most. Why are you here right now? We know power is centralizing, surveillance is increasing, AI is automating, trust is fragmenting, real scandals about abuse, corruption at the top, they just seem to keep surfacing, yet we are not living a natural timeline. So, what are the odds that your soul decided to incarnate during a period when humanity is being asked what it actually values? The line between human and machine is going to start to blur. The battle over truth, consent, and innocence is at its peak. What if you're not a spectator? What if you're here as a participant? Maybe your role isn't to have all of the answers. Maybe your role is just to ask better questions, refuse easy narratives, stay human in a system that's trying to make you forget what that means. Protect the vulnerable in your actual radius, and build pockets of reality that honor the soul instead of harvesting it. That's why I call it Team Human. Not because we've got it all figured out, but because we remember being human is not a glitch in some cosmic computer. It's the whole entire point. So sit with those 5 questions. Don't rush to I know or I don't believe any of that. Just stay curious. Because the moment that you start genuinely asking the matrix or whatever you call it, you can't fully own anymore. And sorry, let me say, because the moment you start genuinely asking the matrix, whatever you call it, can't fully own you anymore. And a free human, thinking for themselves, loving for real, refusing to look away, is the one thing that no predator or no system or no conspiracy can ever control. Welcome to Team Human. I love you. Bam! Banger today, huh? What's up? Did you like that little opening statement, boy? It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one, you know? It's pretty good. Pretty good, motherfucker. Derek Peden, bro. I love you, bro. I appreciate you for being in here. Ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Uh-oh. I'ma keep on moving. Dude, we fucking... that was insane, bro. I was looking over here. What's goody in the hoodie, bro? What's up? If you're here and you just resonated the fuck with that little mindful message that we just had, let's just see how many people resonated. Can you just put in the comments, what's goody in the hoodie? What's goody in the hoodie? We might be today, Melissa. We might be today. Shit, that was a good one. That one caught me by the boo-boo. Oh, shit. Woo! Probiotics. All right. Cletus is... Okay, can I tell you this, guys? Can I tell you this what I did today? Before we get into all the stuff that I have prepared for today. We might end with Chuck Swindell at the end. We've been watching this guy talk and talking about it, but I got a whole bunch of shit that I want to talk about. And I came down here. I didn't anticipate going live today. What's up, Hal Mitchell? What's up, dude? You like my shirt? I identify as a conspiracy theorist. My pronouns are I told you so. Yeah, they've been trying to fucking suppress me, Hal. When you talk truths, bro, and you start speaking truths. I'm from Utah. Born and raised in Utah. You want to know something crazy that happened today, bro? The governor of Utah just literally declared a statewide emergency that we're in a drought and that we need to start conserving water, but then approved just a week ago to have a data center brought here that will use 16.6 billion gallons of water. Oh, if you don't know, I have 3 boys. I named on stream just because I want to protect their privacy. I just refer to them as Cletus. My middle son, Cletus, got sent home from school today, bro. He got sent home from school today. If I tell you this and you see the video I'm going to make about it later, make sure you like it, even though I told you about it. But basically, my son has been suspended and kicked out and in school suspension, etc. many different times for a multitude of different things. Some of them were inappropriate. Some of them, me and Queen Trip would deem them that it was inappropriate for the school to act this way. And it's been happening collectively over this last school year. Well, today he got sent home from school for exercising his freedom of speech. He could have told the little girl, "Fuck you, bitch." But instead he said, "I've lost my appetite by looking at your face." And they sent him home for that. Did you know what? You know what I did? The same thing that any good dad should do is I took him out and bought him a soda, and I got him a little Feastables treat, and I told him, "You're all right, bro. Don't let them fucking take down your free speech, bro. Good job, bro, for staying true to yourself and being authentic. I'm proud of you. You didn't swear at her, but the system's not gonna hold you down and teach you at 11 years old that you can't talk." So I went and rewarded him for getting kicked out of school. You might be saying here, "Oh my God, you're a bad parent." But the lesson there is to instill in him that he can't be punished for the words he says, bro. Progress, not perfection. He could have, taken on the behavior of his father that would have been like, "Fuck you, faggot." You know what I mean? Eat a lick my. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. He said, "I've lost my appetite by looking at your face." And he left, and she told on him, and then they kicked him out. It's even more fucked up is that school's about to be over, and today was his class party to end the school year, and they kicked him out for. He's been suspended for saying the F word before and swearing and stuff, and they kicked him out for that. Fuck them. Fuck them. But yeah, he's upstairs chilling, so he didn't get kicked out, get in trouble. He came home. We went and I'm making slow cooked roast that we're going to have over with Brussels sprouts. And so I got the roast. I had to go to the store and get the roast and get all the sauces and stuff and get it all up in the slow cooker. And when we went there, I went and bought him a treat, bro. And said, "Don't let him hold you down, bro. Be the glitch in the matrix, bro." Be the glitch in the matrix. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of different stuff I actually wanted to pull up here. This is just some stuff I wanted to go over. I didn't plan on it going over like this today because, like yesterday, I was anticipating not working today because I have to knock out a whole bunch of fucking merch. And the fucking shit didn't come. I'm wanting my refund or what's going on. So I'm just in this pickle, and I'm slightly highly functioning autistic. And so when my routine gets messed up and I have like a set plan of how things are going to go, and there's just even the slightest inconvenience, I'm just unacceptable. I freak the fuck out, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? My whole schedule's off by 3 minutes now. What the fuck? And so it just kind of messes things up, You're right. I bet so. You're right, Hal. I agree 100%. So we're going to go over some crazy shit. I got a whole bunch of X clips at the end, depending on how long it takes us to get through all of these things. I want to just, have some clips and us talk and just chat. And then at the end, depending on how long, I got about an hour and a half to 2 hours-ish before I have to go. So we'll be here for about 2 more hours at least, player. If you're here for that, can you say I'll be here for that? What's up? I don't know. Dang, we got 10 on YouTube, 10 on Facebook. Facebook, please smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a charter school. It's like a free charter school in our location. I would never put my son in public schools. Hell no. Hell no. We're actually pulling them out of this school. Actually, next year we're going full-time homeschool. It's time to do so. And Candace Owens has only been telling me and my wife to pull our kids out of school and do homeschool for like 2 years now. And we've just had enough. So it's going to be homeschooling. You know, maybe my kids don't learn through a book. Maybe my kids need to go to a museum about Egypt and then we learn about Egypt that way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, maybe, we want to teach them the things that really matter. And we just like for school, we go and just camp out somewhere for a whole week and we just learn about nature and the different plants and how to build a fire and all of that stuff. The stuff that actually probably matters to being a human, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not an asset, dude. Not like some digit on like some number on a profit screen, bro. To being actual human. You know what I'm saying? So in my state here in Utah, like I said, they just declared a national or statewide water emergency. They literally said, it's right here, actually, right on my phone. Old fucking Governor Cox. Governor Cox has declared a drought emergency following record warm weather. He referred to the state's snowpack, which provides 95% of the water supply, as a checking account. And now Utah is going to be relying on their savings account. Weird. But here's something about data centers, because data centers coming to Utah that's going to use 16.6 billion gallons of water just for their gas turbines. I was doing research about this today.
Drinking water in Morgan County, Georgia. Okay,
first things first. I will say I can't stand this chick. Like we said, Team Human's not political. I can call out either side. I don't necessarily, the Republicans maybe have been getting it as of recently because they're the ones in power. You know what I'm saying? But the Democrats can get it too. It's all the same bird, homie. It's all the same machine. The whole system's got to go, bro. But she does bring up a good point here. It's about the water that is affected by the data centers.
The metadata center. Right after a data center was constructed, the metadata center was constructed. The only difference between the clean water and this was that data center. I have another one as well. So this wasn't just one well. These wasn't just one family's situation. This is what the drinking water now looks like next to that data center. And I think both of us can agree that neither one of these things are drinkable. These families now have to ship, in a rural area, have to ship water to their house in order to cook and bathe themselves. Now, I'm curious if the EPA plans any investigations on how data centers are affecting water quality and availability. I understand what you said about the rule, but are there going to be any open investigations on this issue?
So as soon as I get back to the office, I will be looking into exactly what you've just talked about, because anywhere, whatever type of construction it is a priority to ensure that water quality standards established by EPA are being met. And so we'll be looking into that.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that.
Fuck you, AOC. But I only wanted to show that because it's kind of crazy if you really think about it, right? Like, none of us are actually being directly impacted yet. I mean, unless obviously you live in these rural areas that are over by the data center that Meta built. But it's applicable to what's going on today in my life right now, is because I'm watching this and then realizing that there's a data center that's going to be built in my state where I live, where I was born, where I've lived my whole life outside of a few brief periods of my entire 38 years that I've been on planet Earth, bro. And so it just starts to get to where it's like, holy fuck, man, what's going on? Is it too much? Is it too far gone, bro? Are we going to be able to stop this? Because nobody actually takes into consideration the luxury that we have to be able to have clean water. Because it actually really is a luxury. America and the Western civilization, right? You could say Western, whatever. But that's just another way to separate us. But the people that are under our government structure, whether it's New Zealand, the UK, you know what I'm talking about, Canada, America, they're all like ran by alleged white pedophilic Satanists. Maybe, but that's allegedly. Everything I say on my channel is allegedly. I have no idea what I'm talking about, okay? Right, I understand the tap water isn't clean already, but the tap water that we have currently, compared to what that fucking apple cider vinegar shit looked like right there, imagine what it's gonna be like when you can't shower, bro. This is for entertainment purposes only. You are right, Giggles. Entertainment purposes only. 20 peeps. If you're here on Twitch, let's make the chat go wild, bro, so the people on YouTube can see it. We got 8 people right here on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, say what's up, bro. Dang, bro, I haven't had 8 people like this, dude. We got 13 people on Facebook. Hell yeah, bro. This is probably the largest group of amazing and beautiful humans that I've ever been able to congregate at one time. Imagine, dude, let's see, 12 plus 7 plus fucking 20, bro. 39 people, bro. I could just sit right here, dude, and look and just imagine having 39 people in my house, bro, and I would be anxious as fuck, dude. I'd be fucking, they'd be like, God dang, it's so crowded in here. Hell yeah. All right, next one. Oh, yeah. You remember Charlie Kirk, you know? One of America's war heroes. Yeah, I mean, not an actual war, but the actual war that matters, where they're trying to make us slaves, right? He like was a person who stood up for free speech and correct morals. Well, this man, Dan Merrill, the man reportedly who was hired to pave the concrete after Charlie Kirk's death. We're just gonna watch this.
And hate sells. Why do you think they excavated so much dirt? You think that they were trying to make sure they got any bullet fragments or anything that was in them?
I wasn't looking at it with that lens, dude.
Really?
I wasn't.
It didn't even cross your mind?
It didn't cross my mind. Here's the thing. You were saying stuff on social media. Everybody's saying stuff on social media. And quite frankly, I had been, I got so disheartened with social media because they just spin everything and they talk shit and fear mongering and hate sells. And
right. And I just want to pause right there for everybody that's here. Like I said, I'm just calling to action. If you see my stuff on Facebook and other platforms, they do use fear. They want to manipulate you. You can see through energetically and not just through my words that what I'm saying resonates with you. That's why you're here. So please, if you see my stuff, they're trying to fucking suppress me. My videos aren't going very far. I'm not getting a lot of interaction. And I'm just a human, bro. I just love deeply with all of my soul and just want every human to experience as much beauty and love and excitement that is possible in this short, very finite period of time that we've chosen to incarnate here.
And I didn't want to see it. I knew there was videos out there. Right when I pulled into town when it happened, I Googled it and I saw the video from afar, right, of Charlie getting shot. And I thought, I don't want to see that shit. This guy got shot. You see it, he's probably dead or dying, right? I don't want to see somebody murdered, especially a good man, a father and a husband. So I hadn't been on social media. I had stayed away from it. My wife had been on it, and she was a wreck, bro. She was just, all that ugliness was just. So when I got home, I thought, you better fucking believe it. I'm going to go help. Mm-hmm. That was all it was. I'm going to go help these guys. He's asking for help. They want to do it right. He framed it in the sense that, hey, we want this to be done right. So that's why I showed up. So, I mean, to do pavers correctly, you over excavate, you get rid of the top. So
you do?
You do, 100%. Okay. You want to get a good base. And these guys had kind of, there was two guys in charge and a ragtag crew. One of the guys was in charge of a state-owned facility in American Fork. And the other guy was in a maintenance groundskeeper on a facility in Provo. And these are the two guys I'm corresponding with. The first guy, the second guy that I hadn't talked to on the phone basically said, hey, look, We're not talking to anybody. We're not saying anything to the media. He says this is above our pay grade. The FBI and the state, the governor and the FBI, that's what they told me. The governor and the FBI said they want this done by Monday.
Just sit with that for a second, dude. He's literally talking about he was the man who was tasked with replacing the concrete that was there underneath Charlie in the pavilion when he was shot, that they wanted it replaced by Monday. Why? We already know the whole entire story doesn't add up, bro. Whatever theory you believe, the reason you believe the theory you believe, and it might be different than the one I believe, is because the story doesn't add up, and the information that we're being provided about this specific situation is obvious to anyone who is not an NPC. Wait, just wait, Summer. Just wait. You're saying thank you for this space? You need to come over and join our Discord. See, I'm live streaming up over here on Twitch. You can't see the same screen on Facebook as you can see on Twitch. And you can't see that same screen is also being shown on YouTube as well. I'm streaming to all three platforms. But right now, in the stream, I'm going to drop you a Discord link. We got over 200 people that are up in here in our Discord. It's like a big group chat where everybody can chat all the time. It's a beautiful, amazing community. I dropped it in the chat now. Pinned to the top of the chat for Twitch. I'm dropping also in the chat right now for YouTube. Click the link, join the Discord. Let me see how many we got in here. We got over 200, like 200 and something. We have so many different chats. We got freaking do you want the red pill chat? A music is life chat. Show me your food recipes. Show me your art. Promote your socials. We've got the Oracle, where people be doing like tarot stuff, and we got one that's strictly just for crystals. We got one that's about wellness that they don't want you to know. You know what I'm saying? And then we just have like a generalized chit chat. That's where the Team Human magic is actually happening behind the scenes, bro. Is right there in the Discord chat where we all be chatting. I've tried to post it a bunch of times in my Facebook chat, bro, saying come to the Discord. This is where the real community is. You know what I'm saying? So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you all for being here. Let's get up into the next little story we've got. Discord, if you don't know what it is, it's a free app. It's just like a chat room place thing. A place where you can live stream from there. I'm thinking that's actually how I'm going to... There's a Zach Loft. I don't know if you know who that is, but Kevin from Kevin is a Human. I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to log into my Discord on the computer, do a live call from Discord, and then stream it. You know what I'm saying? So that we can I could be streaming while I'm basically like a podcast type stream. You know what I'm saying? Does that sound like something you guys would want to do? You know what I'm saying? Imagine, bro, Ian Carroll, bro. I've got like a little you know what I'm saying? Just start getting these interviews through the live stream going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because talking to people is something that I've loved to do. Why do you think I'm so good at talking, bro? It's because I love to do it. I love to exchange ideas. I love to hear the opposite argument of my a belief that I have. Why? Because I like to know. I just love humans, and I like to I love to know how they work and how they tick, and I just like human behavior. I've been obsessed with it. I've been what you might call I tripped over my words, sorry. I like just observing human behavior, and I think that it's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody left, bro. Nobody's on YouTube, Facebook anymore. They're all gone. Downloading Discord, hopefully. Brittany, thank you for posting this YouTube on your Facebook. I appreciate that. Now let's go ahead. We were talking about data centers and water, and let's just hear, the good old World Economic Forum, like let them eat bugs,
Globally,
Oh, I have a doozy for you. Specifically because we've been talking about data centers, dude.
and globally, did we solve that? Like, did we actually manage to vaccinate everyone in the world? No. So highlighting water as a global commons and what it means to work together and see it both out of that kind of global commons perspective, but also the self-interest perspective, because it does have that parallel. It's not only important, but it's also important because we haven't managed to solve those problems, which had similar attributes. And water is something that people understand. Climate change is a bit abstract. Some people understand it really well. Some understand it a bit. Some just don't understand it. Water, every kid knows how important it is to have water. When you're playing football and you're thirsty, you need water. So there's also something about really getting citizen engagement around this and really, in some ways, experimenting with this notion of the common good. Can we actually deliver this time in ways that we have failed miserably, and globally?
Bro, the caption to this says the WEF is now focusing their attention on water sources, consumption, and limiting supply, allegedly alongside potentially adding vaccines to our water sources. I bet you didn't think they would think of that. Wrong. They would. They're trying to fucking take us over. Oh, yeah. This was weird. This is weird one, bro. This is a weird one, bro. This one's going to trip you the fuck out, bro. I don't care what you think about Elon Musk. He is who he is. He is intelligent. You can't say he's stupid, bro. Regardless of what you think ethically or morally, or if you hate billionaires, we have to get away. This is like the biggest problem that we as humans can fix easily, bro. It's so easy for us to fix this. We have to get away from just hating someone for what they said. We have to get away from hating someone because they have a different political view than you. Can we not see that politics is the biggest and most attention consuming bread and circus that the elites use, bro? Why? Is because it targets your identity. And whenever your identity is under threat, you will automatically become defensive. But what is that identity? That identity is a specific few different labels that were assigned to you from the second you took your first breath, and you've just held on to them for all of time, bro. They weren't even something that you chose to pick. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. It's just this thing where identity is a psyop. It feels like a psyop specifically in the way that it makes me feel like I'm different than you. What do you mean, bro? When a fucking wolf looks at another wolf, do you think that it thinks that it's different? No, immediately it knows that it's a wolf. It changes its behavior because it sees another wolf to a behavior that he doesn't do around any other animal. Whether they're in the same pack or not. It could be violence, it could be not. We have to start doing that when we see another human. AI, these fucking, you know what I'm saying? Chat bots, fucking whatever you want to call it, player. The reptilians, the motherfucking pedophiles, the demons, Satan worshipers, whatever. The ones that are trying to upload our consciousness, that are trafficking the kids, the ones that are doing things that you're not morally okay with. Are you okay with them poisoning our food? Are you okay with them restricting our resources, which will ultimately result in us violence and against other humans to get that resource if it is really actually taken from us? Imagine if they just stockpile all of the water and then leave all of us to fight for whatever little bits are left. Because that what would happen. Naturally, your body would need water. People would start to kill people for it. You know what I'm saying? NPCs are just other humans, bro, that just can't see it, bro. You have no idea what poisonous environments those NPCs live in. What if they're the type of NPC that spends $100 a week on soda pop because a 12 case is like $16? What if they're the ones that still eat fucking all the artificial dyes and still have all the phthalates and parabens in their hygiene products and then their makeup? What if they're the ones that still consume forever chemicals and have microplastics in their living environment? What if they're the ones that still watch Fox News and CNN? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to think anything negatively about them. You just have to let them wake up at their own pace. And usually the best way to reach anyone is to acknowledge that I'm a human like you and I struggle with my mental health. I'll say it again because this time I'm meaning it and I'm not just trying to talk. I'm a human, just like you, bro. And I struggle, bro, with my mental health. I'm a recovering addict. I've been to prison a lot. Not prison a lot, but I've been incarcerated for 10 plus years of my life. I've struggled and I know what it feels like to struggle. And then you start from there. That's the easiest way to match people, bro, is that you let them know that you're human. You let them know that they are not alone. You're not alone. You found this community. Sure, we might have a vast distance in between us, but I get on the internet pretty much every single day. And if you ever needed me to talk, I'm here for you. The cool thing about the Discord channel too is that you have the ability to direct message me and say, hey man, I need some advice. I know that you're going to think this is crazy, but I'm telling you, I'm having visions. You're going to think this is crazy, but my granddad was a Freemason and I saw the rituals. For whatever the context may be, some people just need someone to say, I see you, bro. And no, I don't dislike you because of the things you believe and how you feel and what you'd see and how you perceive the world. That's what we're here for, is perception, observation, feelings, experiences, knowledge, information. We're not here for any of that other shit. So I see you at a soul level, player. I don't see the body. I don't see the the attractive attribute in this realm. I see humans, bro, and I accept every human for as they are. So I hope that we can just change lives around here, player. You know what I'm saying? Down in the bayou. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Because guess what, bro? I can't do this alone, dude. I can't do this by myself, bro. Do you think Jeffrey Epstein was working by himself to create the most sophisticated and secret child sex trafficking ring that's ever been known to man? No, bro. He had a whole team of motherfuckers that are all demons and worshiping Baal and sacrificing and eating the children, bro. We need Team Human to grow as fast as it possibly can. Let's get into this video.
You know, I think some kind of brain machine interface that can give you cybernetic superpowers, I think, is probably good. It could, help people that have brain or spine injuries. Enable people who've never spoken for years to speak again, which we've done. Give people eyesight who have lost both eyes of the optic nerve, or maybe have never even seen at all, blind for both. But direct interface to the optical centers in the brain, you can actually restore eyesight, will give people eyesight that they've never had before. And you can enable people to walk again, which I think is profound. I mean, these are kind of Jesus level things, you know, like, let's say like when technologies are hitting like Jesus level miracles, you know, like, that's pretty good.
That's disgusting. What? Why is it that these billionaires keep referencing Jesus to bring in this dystopia? Why did Donald Trump fucking AI generate himself to look like Jesus? Why is he saying that his brain chip is like Jesus level miracles? Can you not see it? Why is Jesus the only God that's able to be mocked and like made jokes of? But anyone else, it's like, you're a fucking racist. What? You're anti-Semitic because you fucking think Israel's running the world? You hate Jews. You know what I'm saying? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? You tell me. I'm just some dude that gets on the internet and just looks at shit on the internet and talks about what he sees on the internet, because we're supposed to be led to believe everything on the internet. So we're just trying to decipher what we see on the internet. And why is Elon Musk, why did Benjamin Netanyahu say that Genghis Khan is more powerful than Jesus? You don't remember this clip? I'll pull this clip up right now, player. Where you at? Where's it at? Bet you they removed it, bro. What is this? What are we even looking at? Why is that BB Jesus Genghis? That's from freaking James Bond. Wow, it seems weird that it's been erased. I know for a fact, if you guys have been on my stream for a while, we watch this shit together, bro. Why can't I find that clip, bro? Oh yeah, we got a little clip about adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome. That's not true.
Adrenochrome is true. Are you guys ready to hear? Are you ready to hear this man who, wait, wasn't this guy that did Sound of Freedom? The movie that depicts exactly how specific child trafficking networks work, where he goes into like Latin America and tracks down this little girl that was trafficked and saves her? You've seen it, maybe not. You didn't hear about it because they suppressed it. And then when it got into movie theaters, they actually turned up the heater during the summer and left the lights on for majority of the movie theaters that were playing it, so people would feel uncomfortable to leave because it exposes real truths about child sex trafficking. Yeah, that's him right here. Oh, wait a second. Is he looking at an Epstein file? Oh, let's hear what this motherfucker has to say.
It's C9H9NO3. This is a chemical compound that is absolutely, this has been around in modern science since the 1930s. You can actually, there's a synthetic form and there's a regular, natural form, which is caused by torturing little kids.
Do we need to keep going? Now when you watch the movies Monsters Inc. isn't just it like a slap in your face that they were showing you that their entire system is powered by the fear and trauma of children? Because that's what they do, right? They went into the little doorways and into Boo's room, you know what I'm saying? And they like go in there and then they scare the kids and then the little meter fills up, and that's how they power their whole entire society, is off the fear of children. Isn't that what adrenochrome is what keeps these motherfuckers alive forever?
To get their adrenaline up, essentially, and then extracting it from them. When you sit and so I brought...
This clip is literally from, if you look at the bottom corner, from the Charlie Kirk show, bro.
I brought this up a few years ago, and all of a sudden I was attacked by every media. Look it up. It's there. They absolutely went after me.
And the next day, I never heard from my agency for 14 months. My lawyers.
We love you too, Lawrence. Good job, bro. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Don't quit. You got this. You can do anything you set your mind to, Lawrence.
Let me go. My agency never called me after that, and essentially it was done. Adrenochrome.
We've all heard of it. A113. It's in all the Pixar movies, bro. Do I need to pull that up? See, I told you we were getting into it today. The caption on these videos literally said, I'm getting into it on the description. Because, at least on Facebook, on YouTube, I just said, hey, human, I love you. Because I do love all of you, for real. I do, and wake up. I don't know if you can tell. I hope that it's not even the words I say. I just hope that it's my actions and my energies, because that's what's truth, right? People can say whatever, but their actions and their energies speak into layers that are deeper than what words can reach. And I hope that just with all the things that I put on the internet, I just hope that I'll be remembered for just always wanting to help. That's it. My mom used to tell me that as a little kid, even though I lived in a trailer park, that I would try to give away my Christmas presents to the other kids who didn't get toys and shit. I just wanted to help people my whole life. And I'm finally in a position where I felt this way for the last few years, but I feel I'm finally in a position where I'm able to make real impact. And I hope that through the content that I create, that you can energetically feel it, not just hear my words, not just be blown away if I show you a conspiracy that you ain't seen before, not just resonate with you because I believe something that not a lot of people around you believe, not because I talk about being a recovering addict or a father or any of those things, that just for the simple fact that I just want to help people, bro. I've said it a few times, and I'm serious, but it's also like a joke. I just want to be like the Jesus Mr. Beast. If I would fucking if I ever became as big as Mr. Beast, I would spend all my money making sure people had clean water, bro, and electricity. I would just give all of it away. Billions of dollars, you don't need all of that shit. If you're just sitting on billions of dollars, and I mean, Mr. Beast is like the only person that does do this, because maybe it's a front for some crazy psyop, but maybe not. Allegedly, it could be a front, all this philanthropy work to make people look away from something that's severe. I've heard that. I don't necessarily believe it wholeheartedly, but yeah, nature jab. I mean, I'm just trying to, everyone can resonate with Mr. Beast, Melissa. That's the reason. That's why I said that. Everyone knows who Mr. Beast is, so that's why I use the word Jesus Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to go help heal people in any way, in the capacity that I can. Whether that's just talking to me or in whatever capacity God gives me to help heal. Oh man, this is gonna get heavy right here. So you know who Larry King is? Not the Larry King that was like the trafficker and like the abuser and murderer. Allegedly, he was. Maybe I'm incorrect about the trafficking, but I'm pretty sure there was a Larry King we watched on the Bohemian Grove. He was a black guy. He was like in court for killing someone. Larry King, the fucking dude with the big ass nose that was on late night TV and shit. This is crazy. What? This is crazy, bro. In 1996, Larry King said this.
While we are being served dessert, we have a very special treat for you. Benjamin Shapiro is 12 years old. He'll be accompanied by his father, David. He began training on the violin at age 5. In addition to the violin, he plays chess, loves baseball, completes in track and field. His goal is to become the first Orthodox rabbi to sit on the Supreme Court.
What? At 12 years old, he was at some banquet that Larry King was at, and he said he wanted to become the first Orthodox rabbi to sit on the Supreme Court. Could you imagine what would happen in that courtroom, dude? Holy fuck, all of us goy, all of us goy, we'd be in prison. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they hate us, bro. That's what goy means. It's a derogatory term for anyone who is not Jewish. You know what I mean? So us goy, drinking our little goy slop. You know what I mean? We'd be in prison, bro, if Ben Shapiro was in the Supreme Court and he was at a banquet with Larry King, who was in the television entertainment realm, saying that he wanted to be an Orthodox rabbi in our court system. Holy fuck. Thank God that timeline didn't come true. Finally, everybody's realizing, you know what I mean? Because, Tom McDonald had a song with Ben Shapiro. Gay.
Meeting of court. Court will have to close at 3 o'clock on Friday. Also, he wants to be the first to give a concert at Carnegie Hall. However, before all of this, he has to be bar mitzvahed.
He has to become a real one. He has to be initiated.
He will play for us.
I don't want to hear him play the violin. But I just wanted to show you that at 12 years old, his ambition was to be in the Supreme Court. Oh, this is a clip of Jeffrey Epstein. An old Jeff Epstein clip. You know what I'm saying? We'll just listen to it.
Ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Okay. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, no shit, he pled the 5th. But what is the 5th, the 6th, and the 14th Amendment? We're going to learn together, because I'm not quite sure either. I know what the 5th Amendment means, that you don't have to provide information that incriminates yourself. But I want to know what he says, right? You know for a fact that when anyone, if you've watched him talk, this dude is so egotistical and thinks he's a god, okay? If you've watched anything. But we're going to go over here real fast and check out what is the 5th, 6th, and 14th. Because I want to know as well. That's the reason why I put this clip here. Not only one is because it seems fishy. Why would he want to plead those amendments after we figure this out when it comes to Trump? Now, I got another clip about Trump we're going to show, but hopefully you're here for that. The 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendments are 3 major parts of the U.S. Constitution that protect rights in criminal cases, and for the 14th, against unfair state action. The 5th Amendment protects people from being forced to answer for serious crimes without a grand jury, being tried twice for the same offense, and being forced to incriminate themselves, which means telling on themselves. It also guarantees due process and requires just compensation when the government takes private property for public use. Okay, I knew that one. Now we're getting into something I don't really know. The 5th Amendment protects people from being forced to answer for serious crimes without a grand jury. Oh no, sorry, I read that. Haha, too much fucking blinker fluid. You caught me slipping, bro. The 6th Amendment. The 6th Amendment gives people accused of crimes the right to a speedy and public trial by impartial jury. It also guarantees notice of the charges, the right to confront witnesses, the right to bring in witnesses, and the right to an attorney. Okay. Now, the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment says people born or naturalized in the U.S. are citizens and that states cannot deny anyone due process or equal protections of the law. It is a key amendment for applying basic fairness protections against state governments. Okay. What do you guys think of that? Can you drop it in the comments? So obviously what I'm gathering from the Fifth Amendment is he doesn't want to say anything that he could later get charged for. It also makes it so that he can't be tried twice and that basically he doesn't have to answer any questions for serious crimes except for in front of a grand jury. Now, the Sixth Amendment, it gives people accused of crimes the right to a speedy trial and public by impartial jury. So basically he's saying that from this, so what I'm gathering is just by them asking that question in that investigation, he is saying, I'm not going to answer questions about serious crimes. Right now, I'm saying that I want a speedy and a public trial by an impartial jury. And then it also says that it doesn't matter that all these laws, all these amendments are applicable in every state, no matter what. So you basically have to try me just like everyone else would be tried. And it also probably protects Donald Trump because right then it becomes a dead end. They can't move forward in Jeffrey Epstein with Donald Trump. Imagine how much information Jeffrey Epstein has about Donald Trump, bro. What if? Can I bring you in close for this? What if? Let's have a little think tank, can we? Y'all ready for a little think tank? I'm just going to throw out some allegedlys, some ideas, some things that I see on the internet that are just like causing questions in me to question my reality. What if there is a group of people who have nefarious goals to enslave humanity? And what if that nefarious group does consume children? And what if that nefarious group has been potentially withholding information, funding conflict, changing narratives, erasing history, restricting speech, since Atlantis, or the destruction of Atlantis and then the takeover of ancient Irish people, which were the magicians, the magic, the wizards, the alchemists, the Harry Potter, the Voldemorts. You know what I'm saying? Back when there were dragons and there were hobbits and shit. You know what I mean? Because you know, if you know anything about the lore, you know that shit was real, bro. My dogs are tripping out. I don't know if you can hear the dogs. My dogs are tripping. They do that every time, bro. It's like, dude, we're here, bro. None of us are tripping. They're not a freaking, I mean, I'm going to sit here and complain and you get irritated. I'm going to tell you how human I am right now, okay? I'm going to sit here and get irritated at the fact that they bark all the time. But when and if and ever someone's coming for me, bro, I'm going to be grateful that they bark when they see people. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be angry about it. And maybe I'm just telling myself that all in real time right now to just tell myself to chill out, bro. They're just dogs, bro, and they're just trying to protect me, bro. But I'm autistic, bro, and the frequency of their barks just like fry my ears, bro. It's like way worse than a chalkboard, bro. I'm like super hyper overreactive to sensitivity, like touch and sound and all the stuff. But that's fucked up, right? So Jeffrey Epstein, in my opinion, The real thing, he was protecting himself, right? But he was also protecting his homie because allegedly, possibly, that cabal has been getting blackmail on one specific man that they knew at one time they could alter and change and pay off and control the narrative to make that man president, so that when that man became president, we would fucking go to war with Iran. That was just a little think tank, right? So allegedly they just been gathering blackmail on him for 40 years. Back when Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump were having fucking like pageants of minors, like all dressed up like Miss America type pageants, you know what I mean? It was just them. Like way back when they were like fucking road dogs, you know what I'm saying? And then potentially and allegedly, you know, they just gathered blackmail on him the whole time, that he was actually he was like the Trojan horse that had no idea that any of this was happening until it started to happen. You know what I mean? Until they started saying, oh yeah, what about this video, buddy? He's like, oh yeah, data centers. Oh yeah, what about this little image, buddy? Push the button to shoot the rockets. And why would they want to do that? Oh, it's because they want war in there so that they can destroy the dome on the rock, and then they can build the third temple and then bring in their Messiah at the end of times. And that might have just went completely over your head. You might know what I'm talking about, and you might not know what I'm talking about. Either one, let me know in the chat. You know about the third temple? Do you understand what we're talking about? I know Twitch does, but YouTube and Facebook, you guys might not know the depths of we've been to the depths of Mordor. We have been trying to take down Sauron. Oh gosh. Gets insane, bro. It gets insane, bro. Like, so here's the other truth. I'm just getting on Trump today. We're just getting on Trump. This is just a video I saw on the internet. I don't know if it's true. Allegedly, this government-looking style C-SPAN news clip. I mean, it's got the American flag and the government flags behind it. I'm supposed to trust it. I don't know. You can trust whatever you want. But let's just listen to this guy from our government who we're supposed to trust everything they say. Let's just listen to him talk for a second.
So why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children. So I encourage the press to go look at these allegations. And I'm highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said, essentially, that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's actually not correct. If Jeffrey Epstein was human trafficking minors for these sex parties, and you show up and patronize the establishment at that party, yes, you're guilty, because patronizing is part of the law, the federal sex trafficking law. So Deputy General Todd Blanche just got that wrong, which maybe explains why they aren't investigating all these folks, including Donald Trump. He needs to read the law and investigate these people. He also needs to resign, not only for not knowing the law, but
no, this clip is old.
Not only screw up, but
I don't know if it's AI. It could be AI. Whoever, I mean, C-SPAN put their logo on it. C-SPAN is like a news network. You know that, right? Maybe it's not so predominant in your sphere of, or your cage of algorithms that they're keeping you in to restrict the information that you can actually get. Oh, you know about algorithmic cages? So that they can just bombard you with propaganda or potential fucking or just like political views, stuff to make you angry. You ever notice maybe sometimes you be watching stuff and all of a sudden you're fucking get angry, and then the next thing you see is an ad? Oh, it's because they're fucking targeting your fucking chemical response in your mind to purchase something, which makes you more susceptible to spontaneously spend money to make yourself feel better. There's a whole population of people out there that can resonate with that, needing to spend money to feel better. Oh yeah, I just seen this picture and I wanted to take y'all to Google Earth. You guys want to come to Google Earth with me and go see if there's a Rothschild Island in Antarctica? If you don't watch media whenever possible, people who don't watch social media or look at the news, I just appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you so fucking much. Let's just go see. I just want to look. I seen a picture. I just seen a picture and I just want to look. I don't even know if this is real. Oh my gosh, it's taking us somewhere. Rothschild Island. It doesn't look like it's in an island though. Weird. Y'all are seeing this with me, right? Let's see here. We got some... There's one in the middle of the ocean? Why is there one in the middle of the ocean? Oh, that's why. Doesn't seem like there's an ice wall over here. Where's the next dot? Is this going to show ice wall right there? I just want to see. I just want to see if we can see some ice wall, bro. That's not weird. Isn't this the same fucking picture, dude? I swear. I swear to God, this is the same fucking picture that we saw on Jeffrey Epstein's island. If you've been here on Twitch, please correct me, bro. I swear, I swear, I swear. We've seen this picture before, bro. This exact fucking place. Tiago Cel Ancestria Tinaco Tenecia e Ancestrios. Whoa, wait a second. That was in the middle of the ocean. How was there a fucking... How is there like some place somewhere in the middle of the ocean? It's clearly obvious. It's clearly obvious that fucking there's something there that's not we're not supposed to know about. As many times as me and the squad, you know what I'm saying, we looked at Google Earth, bro, and we've seen some fucking shit, bro. Nobody's gonna know, bro. Is that not... For people who are up on the Twitch, bro, isn't Jeffrey Epstein's island Google Earth experience one of the craziest shits you ever seen? The show station. I'm telling you what, boy. That shit was crazy as fuck. We went on Jeffrey Epstein's island. I even have it. I could go right here. We'll just go right here and just go to my this little St. James, bro. We'll just go here. Yep, it's already in my freaking... We'll just check since we're here. We look at this place all the time. Did you guys see my little St. James video? Did y'all see my St. James video? Let me show you, bro. It didn't get very much traction because it's about Jeffrey, of course. I'm going to post it right now in the chat for you guys to watch. This is a video I posted. I'll just play the first little bit. I found it really interesting. Maybe you'll find it interesting too. This is Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein's Island. To understand it fully, we've remodeled the entire island, and we've divided it into 3 main sections.
I'll drop that video in the chat.
And we've divided it
After we watch, bro, because this is there's no fucking shit here. Oh, is there one right there? Oh. Some of these colors, bro. Bro, I don't know about you, bro. Can I just bring you on close for a second while I'm posting the link to that Jeffrey Epstein video I posted? Yeah, just another surprise stream. Plans didn't go as they were supposed to, Monica. And I'm just going with the flow. I ordered supplies for a bunch of merch. Some that I gave away for free that I'm waiting from. One that I am supposed to send out as a return. Some other ones that have been ordered. And the stencils didn't show up, bro. The stencils didn't show up 2 days in a row, bro. Kind of pissed off, bro. It says they were supposed to freaking be here on Tuesday the 19th, bro, and they've just been slow playing it. So I got to take advantage of the time I have. I'm not going to wait, but I know that when it gets here, I got like a whole day's worth of work. So I have been taking care of some other things, and then by the time it gets to where it's like midday, I'm like, okay, it's probably not gonna fucking show up, dude. I just better stream, and when it shows up, I'll fucking take the day off, you know. I can't allow it. I can't allow it to dictate my life, dude. Trying not to. Okay, here's. I'm dropping the link to the video I posted. I love you guys, for real, dead ass. If y'all can't tell, people who've been here for a while, streaming long form on Facebook is new. You know, streaming on YouTube is new. If you're not on Twitch, I hope I've shown to the people on Twitch. I've been streaming for a little over 3 months. That I just love doing it. That's why I do it. I love doing it so much. I just love hanging out with y'all. Here's the link to the video that breaks down Jeffrey Epstein's Island. I posted it in all 3 chats. It's on my Facebook. All right, let's get back over here, though. I got some other clips. Some other clippy dippies. I got a couple more. Okay, Rothschild Island. Oh, yeah. What do you know about blue light, bro? Do you guys know about blue light? Blue light.
Okay, this is way before us. And
NTP toxicity. You ever heard about that? NTP toxicity.
NTP toxicity study that was done by the United States government. It was released on November 1st, 2018. They did it on nocturnal mammals. They used 1G, 2G, and 3G phones. Okay, this is way before 5G. In those animals, they found humongous problems. You can look this study up on the internet. Every G causes a different resonance problem. Like 1G isn't equivalent to 5. 4 isn't equivalent to 5.
And you mean like different tuning fork issue?
Correct. Certain people have different mitochondrial haplotypes. We also have different skin types. Every single screen. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself why we need Dan Huber's glasses? Because they have found through the programs that the government sponsored, Tulane neurosurgery and neurology, it's called MK Ultra.
We've heard that before, haven't we?
That they were able to control people through light waves, wires in their head to figure out how they can control the behavior of monkeys. That's actually was done in a place close to where I went to medical school. I knew about all of these studies.
So we can be controlled by light waves?
No, not we can, we are.
We are.
Okay, update your knowledge base. Why does every computer have a blue light screen? Why doesn't it come pre-loaded with FLOG for iris? Well, there's a reason for that. You know what the reason is? Because the blue light lowers your dopamine and melatonin level so that you become addicted. Who got that information first? Was it the CIA through the MK Ultra program? No, it wasn't. It was the mafia. You know how they got it? That's how they built Las Vegas. They put a city in a desert, a geographic stress zone, has shitty water, shitty magnetism, a great light. And then what they do, they put casinos out there, blocked all the light, and put one-armed bandits in there that made nothing but blue light. You know what the mafia found out by doing that? They didn't have to use a gun to stick you up, to steal your money. Then they got even smarter. Then they started getting really pretty girls deliver you alcohol drinks for free. Dopamine levels fell sooner. You gave them your money faster. Hey, can we somehow stop putting the wires in the monkey's head and maybe think about how to do this differently? Because you know that wires in the head deliver electricity, brain works on a DC electric current. That should mean that it must work on light at some level. Well, along comes the...
No, Jennifer Pitts, Twitch and Discord is not the same. Discord is a chat room where we can chat and we have conversation and all that. I don't know if you guys did you guys get in the Discord? Who got in the Discord? Summer got in the Discord. Let me drop it again. I'll drop it again, bro. Twitch is just like another streaming platform like YouTube. But it's really only like for streaming. It's not necessarily majority of the people who stream on Twitch, I would assume, are like video gamers, right? But there are people like this that talk and chat, and that's what we're doing here today. I dropped it in the Discord. I dropped the Discord chat in the stream for anyone who's new in Discord. I don't think anybody's new up here in Discord. I mean, new up here on Twitch. Discord is just a chat group. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Let me give you that one then. Facebook, here you go. Here's Discord if you want to join our community of humans on Discord. It's in the chat. It's a beautiful community of love, light, laughter, support, community, unity, conspiracy, and integrity. Just a second, Jennifer. I'll drop it in the link. I'll drop it in there for you. Twitch is just a place, another place like Facebook. Obviously, I do this every day, so it's ups and downs. You know what I mean? Currently, right now, the financials in life are looking like the numbers they're not as great as they have been. But Twitch is a place where people can basically come and hang out, and you can subscribe to the Twitch, which helps me basically. I get a small percentage of it. I can actually just go to my YouTube, my other YouTube right now. Go like this. I'm going to drop in on YouTube. Say what's good and drop it in the link. Drop in on YouTube. Say what's good and drop it in the link. Say what's good and drop it in the link. There's the link to the Twitch. I just dropped it in the chat. Oh, yeah. You beat me. What's up, Jeff? What's goody in the hoodie? How are y'all guys doing? We can just we can bring you in close. How are y'all doing today? What's going down? What's happening this week? Anybody have any questions? You started a job last night. You've been sleeping a lot. Melissa, keep grinding. You got this. Chase your dreams. You know what I'm saying? If you started a job, you know what I mean? You're making the necessary steps to do what's necessary for you and yours. You don't have to apologize at all about saying, or you would be here more. Thank you for being here today. And I look forward to and appreciate when we get to hang out in the future. You don't ever have to say sorry. You did nothing wrong. What's good, dude? Everybody gravy training or what? We're just gravy training? We got 5 peeps on YouTube. Let's go. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. You actually on Twitch, you can if you have Amazon Prime. The cool thing about Twitch, most people have Amazon Prime because of the pandemic forcing everybody to want to buy things at their house. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't have any drinks down here. I've been out without a drink for a while, dude. But if you have Amazon Prime, Amazon owns Twitch. So Amazon Prime, your Amazon Prime subscription, it actually gives you one free Twitch subscription per month. And you could use it that way. Did I put it in there?
There's the link to the Twitch.
Where's the link at? I don't even see my link.
I dropped it in the chat.
Did I drop it?
You beat me.
Weird. It wouldn't let me drop it. I appreciate that. Every time you guys switch between platforms, you know what I'm saying? If you got to fucking goes to the bathroom and you put your phone down or turn your phone off to do something and you know I'm live, I would appreciate it. Maybe if just for the first few seconds, if you coming back, just go to one of the other platforms and just make an appearance and hit the like button, help the algorithm somewhere else, and then come back to wherever you reside at during our streams. You're more than welcome to stay on Facebook. Facebook, if you're here, it helps me on Facebook as well. Twitch helps me, you know, YouTube helps me. I'm trying to fucking I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. As soon as I can get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and I have 4,000 hours watch time, I can then become an affiliate and then start making money on YouTube. So that's the goal, is to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube, bro. Cause I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm sure, you know what I mean? It just takes time, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that necessarily, I don't even know how many necessarily watch hours I got, you know what I mean? I don't know, but all I need is 4,000. So all of it helps, you know what I'm saying? So just everywhere, wherever you're at, I love you. Thank you for being here, always coming and hanging out. YouTube, this is Facebook, this is a new thing. YouTube, this is a new thing. We've been doing Twitch for a few months, just kind of got me off the ground for my whole streaming setup and just got all the kinks out before I went on YouTube. And then I was on YouTube for a few days and then said, fuck it, let's just do it on Facebook too. You know what I mean? There should be no reason why I'm not streaming on all of them. By the end of this week, we're going to fucking have a kick up too, just because there's no reason why I shouldn't be streaming on all of them. Instagram would be in a similar way, just like fucking Facebook is. But I was informed that it's not very possible. It's not possible, really. Let's finish this video, though.
People in Silicon Valley in the 50s and 60s, and we get semiconductors. What do we know about semiconductors? When you put electric into it, it makes what? LED. What does LED stand for? A light emitting diode. That's kind of interesting. So when you see the science developing all at the same time, and you realize the criminals were smarter than the centralized doctors. Didn't I tell you that story about the Colombian drug cartel? Isn't this
Stephanie, what's up?
funny how the same thing is happening?
What's up, Astro Strange? 1,000 on Instagram. Let's go. That's why on the Discord, I want you guys to be able to fucking, you know what I mean? That's why we have the little thing where it says promote your socials. Because if we're all here and creating a community, player, that's why the chat is in the Discord. Just share your socials so that we can spread the follow button everywhere. The follow button's free, bro. And potentially, you know, Astro Strange started fucking Astro Paint on freaking Twitch, bro. And he's been painting while live streaming, bro. How dope is that, bro? I'm proud of you, G. It really makes my heart and my soul happy to even see that happening, bro. Because me and you have had conversations. You know what I'm saying? It just makes my heart happy, bro. Let's fucking go.
Again. So, a guy named Delgado, who was a PhD researcher, he went down to Mexico, where you took your mom, and he put the wires directly into the bull's head and put the guy in there. And they had a remote controller, and they stopped the bull right away from running in to the guy electrically. So then the next part of the experiment was
without electrocution, just electric.
Oh, no, you're not going to get electrocuted. It's just electricity.
Yeah.
You modulate.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you being in here, Stephanie. Thank you. I just want you to know that you, out of all, see, Twitch doesn't have a like button, but Facebook and YouTube do. So whenever you feel compelled to or resonate with the things we're saying or like the content that's being brought forward, the like button on YouTube and on fucking Facebook helps the algorithm so more people see it. Like I mentioned in many lives before this, I have over 500,000 followers on Facebook, and for some reason it seems really sus that only 2 people at this specific time on the planet are interested in just popping in and saying what's up. Unless that number's a lie. Unless that number specifically is a psyop to make me think that it's not working, so it just infiltrates my mind so that I negatively self-talk and just critique every little thing I do on the internet. Maybe, I don't know.
The frequency, look, it's just like Lutron shades you have in your house. You turn it up and down, the light goes up and down. Same thing with these control.
What's up, YouTube? Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's fucking go, dude.
So the next step in their program was, let's get rid of the wires. Let's just put a microchip that's a semiconductor in the brain, kind of like Elon Musk is doing right now with Neuralink, right? Scary, huh? And what do? They were able to control electrically, photoelectrically, wirelessly. So then what did they do?
I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be right back. I'm going to let this keep playing.
They said, could we do use light to do the same thing? And guess what they magically found? That when you use light, you can control mammals. But they're patent attorneys. They own all the patents for blue light technology through screens. Do you think that potentially that all of these things have been used to control different things around you and doing different things? The answer is yes. Why is digital babysitting so successful for parents? Because the baby becomes much easier to control. Have you ever tried to take an iPad away from a 2-year-old that's already addicted to it? One of the things it cleaves to beta endorphin. What is beta endorphin? The natural opiate that your brain makes. So guess what? When you're around this electromagnetic pollution, you lose that beta endorphin, so you need an exogenous hit from dopamine or from, that's how this works. This all came from this study. But I want you to know it graduated from covert work done at institutions like Tulane, at Johns Hopkins, at the Mayo Clinic, at Harvard University. Then it jumped into big tech. Remember the old screens? We didn't use those screens that used to play those stupid video games. Now they became blue lit. And guess who owns all those patents? The guys that control the algorithms. Oh, didn't I mention algorithms to you about centralized medicine? So let me ask you a question. Do you make more or less money when you have obedient idiots as your target audience?
Oh shit, motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Sorry. I don't know how long it was not playing for. I don't like to leave you guys here in silence. Oh, I just thought this one was weird, bro. We can look at this one right here. I don't know. I don't know how true any of this is. I'm just looking at the internet, bro. I just see things on the internet and we just look at it, right? The Epstein files reveal an email titled Photo Visit with BB. Oh, wait a second. I think I can actually search that name up real fast, but it says the attachment is completely censored. Looks like files connected BB are totally redacted. What a coincidence. So I can actually just go like this, bro. I just, you know what I mean? We don't need the internet. We can actually just come over to web. Where are you, Webby? There you are, old Webster. Old Webster's dictionary. And just close this out. Whitney Webb. Shout out to Whitney Webb. That's not who Webb was made after, at least the name. It was another individual. I can't remember. James Webb, I think. Telescope guy. Oh, man. I'm pulling a blank right now. What's up, dude? Who's here? What's going down? We got one person. Oh, yeah, obviously, look at that. Right there on Facebook, I start talking about Epstein. Everybody leaves. I don't think that's real. I think more than that, more people than that are interested in this shit, boy. I think it's suppression. I don't know. You have to tell me, bro. You have to tell me, bro. It's unfair, dude. I'm just kidding. A direct mention, a JP Morgan email about meeting Netanyahu. The most direct connection appears March 23rd, 2011, an email chain involving Jeffrey Epstein, Jess Staley, which was the then senior JP Morgan executive, Ray Navon, which is JP Morgan's managing director. Against all odds, we have been granted a meeting with the minister. All right, that's from EFTA 00907663. These are all different ones. Epstein was CC'd on this email and forwarded it to Staley with the subject line, "Surprise, surprise," indicating Epstein was in the loop about JP Morgan's efforts to secure a meeting with Netanyahu. The email chain was later produced in litigation case number 122-CV-10904-JSR, the U.S. Virgin Islands versus JP Morgan lawsuit. This is not evidence that Epstein himself met Netanyahu. It shows Epstein was aware and possibly involved in efforts to arrange the JP Morgan meeting. What's up, Wood? What's up, Redwood? How are you doing, bro? Another one of the homies is in here. Let's go. Okay, I understand what nanotech is. I think that I think that it's happening. I don't know when and where, really. I don't have a lot of information about nanotech like that. But Morgellons, I don't know what that is. Okay, so Epstein's inner circle was Ehud Barak, which is the real Israeli connection. Everybody knows about this connection if you've been looking into Epstein with Ehud Barak. Ehud Barak was the former prime minister of Israel, a defense minister, and an IDF chief of staff, who extensively documented as having a close relationship with Epstein. Epstein discussing Bibi, a cryptic February 2011 email. In February 4, 2011 email, Epstein wrote to a redacted recipient, DC believes it now has leverage on Bibi playing it. So he was letting, it seems to me that this looks like from EFTA 01831247 that from Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein was writing to someone saying that the U.S. government, DC, right? That's what he would say. DC. They believe that they have leverage on Bibi. What could that mean, bro? It doesn't seem like we have leverage on Bibi at all, if I'm being honest with you. We don't got no leverage on Bibi. It looks like it's very obvious to anybody who is paying attention that it seems as if that government has leverage on us. At least that's what it says on the internet. Interesting. The bottom line is that Netanyahu appears in the Epstein files, but it's always at a distance. Epstein was aware and possibly facilitating the JP Morgan meeting. Epstein discussed Bibi as a political figure That doesn't mean that they had connection. Epstein's close associate was Ehud Barak. It wasn't Bibi. Just thought that was a little interesting take. You know what I'm saying? Just thought that was a little. I just seen this on X. And just wanted to share it. Oh yeah, this is where it gets fucking weird, bro. This is where it gets weird, bro. We be talking about the devil, right?
Well, needless to say, sold my soul. Sometimes they don't want to, and they're saying, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, it's sounding a little bit strange. And I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, I get a little bit mad.
But Gaga didn't drink the goo-goo.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about? All right, well, I had tickets to see the devil worshiper.
What are you still doing? Why are you still in here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny things. I made a tough bargain with it, long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Weird. On this earth and then in a world that we can't see. It's weird, bro. It's fucking weird, bro. Oh, I seen this. This is a good one right here.
My name's
We're gonna watch the whole clip. It's 2 minutes long. Conspiracy Bot on X posted one of the greatest lectures ever. I watched it. It's pretty good. Let's see what you think.
You there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name's Alexis.
Alexis. Please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws? What's a law for? Anyone?
Whoa, dude, what's going down with my camera, bro? My camera's freezing up, dude. What the heck? You can never hold me down. And got to keep on moving. You can never ever hold me down. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? All right, we're here. We're back. Okay. We're only 30 seconds in. I want to watch it with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Makes it so much more impactful that we get to watch it together. So I'm going to restart this. All right?
You there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name's Alexis.
Alexis. Please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws? What are laws for? Anyone? Social order?
To protect a person's personal rights. So that you can rely on the government?
Justice? Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now? Indeed I was. So, why didn't any of you protest? Why didn't any of you try and stop me? Why didn't you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learned, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And this attitude speaks against you and against life. You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business? Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, then one day you too may experience injustice, and there will be nobody there to stand before you.
Dang. How true is that, bro? We have been programmed and brainwashed for a lot of things that are happening to not care or speak out about it because it's none of our business or it doesn't affect you. That's not the way, bro. Injustice is injustice, whether it's for them, her, him, me, you. I just love what I do. And now we're going to end with the fucking ticks. You guys heard about the ticks? You guys heard about the ticks? Come on. You all heard about ticks, 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 super ticks. The ones that make you allergic to meat. Oh my gosh. No, that's not a conspiracy. There's lots of information regarding these genetically modified ticks.
Watch that thing.
The tick thing is nuts.
Yeah,
especially
because of meat, because of Gates.
Wait, the tick thing is nuts because of meat and because of Bill Gates? You're saying that it's possible that allegedly that they're implicating that Bill Gates genetically modified a tick to make it so people were allergic to meat so that they were forced to eat this lab-grown meat because the ticks don't affect it. You're not telling me that the fucking dude with the vaccines wouldn't do that, dude.
Well, there's boxes people are finding, I don't know if this is true because I've seen many reports on it, but I'm just going to say what I saw, that farmers, ranchers are finding boxes of ticks on their property. Now, I don't know if that's fake. I don't know if someone's setting that up to pretend they found these boxes of ticks, but there's videos of these people finding boxes of ticks.
Now, what they'll say is, they'll probably say they're sterile ticks and that we're planting them out there so we can diminish the population, is what they'll say. But anytime they try to mess with the balance of nature, it never goes right.
Is that what they're saying? This is
No,
just
get ready. That's what you
you're
think? Getting it right here.
I don't believe you have a right to go to someone's property and drop off sterile ticks.
No way in hell.
That's crazy either way. But I have a good friend of mine who got bit by the Lone Star tick and has that alpha gal problem.
Yeah, a guy came out of my house yesterday looking at putting gutters up at our house. And that guy, he said, and I said, you did what? He goes, yeah, I can't eat any meat produced by a mammal.
Yes.
I was like,
yeah. So my buddy, he had it, and my friend Evan, so he had it for a little while, and then he did a bunch of treatments and got off of it and then started eating steak again. And he was fine for about 1.5 years, and then he came back stronger than ever. And he just can't shake it.
It's been around that long.
Oh, yeah, he can only eat eggs. I mean, he's basically eating eggs and vegetables.
Alpha gal, huh?
That's all he's eating. And every time he tries to deviate, he has a horrible reaction. It makes, for people that don't know, it makes your body allergic to red meat.
Right. And who has got genetically made meat now?
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Ticks.
That's just fucking weird, bro. What are these weird things we see on the internet, dude? This kind of makes me uncomfortable, dude. You know what I mean? That's why Team Human needs to speak out and start getting where they gotta get. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, we gotta just get on it. Spread the love, the light, and laughter, bro. And just find what your purpose is here, bro, and just don't deviate from the plan, bro. The plan, bro. We came here to save the planet, bro. We knew that this was going to happen, bro. We're here for a reason, dude. We're gonna be some of the last humans on this planet, dude. If we don't wake the fuck up, bro. If we don't just come to the realization of the situation that is in front of us. I love you guys. I'll keep you posted. Maybe my merch won't come tomorrow. I don't fucking know. We'll see. I love you. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blizzity Oh yeah, one more thing. one more thing before we go. If you want to support the channel, this is the one thing that supports me directly. Is with no besides taxes obviously, but with no fucking any middleman taking nothing from me or suppressing it. You can always go to tripoverdrip.shop. We got some good shit over there. tripoverdrip.shop. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. I'm so excited for dinner tonight, bro. I'm slow cooking a roast. We're going to have like banana pepper roast, rice bowl with freaking Brussels sprouts. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hit the gym today. I've been hitting the gym. I have been. Remember a few weeks ago I said I'm going to get my health in order. It has been happening, bro. I actually just got done being sore. We've been eating good. I don't know if you see my avocado video, but I fucking love avocados. They're so good for you. My love language is to feed people. I wish all of you lived by me and I could feed all of you. That's how Vikings used to celebrate and have community and love, and our ancestors in a past far not too far away. That's how we used to like get together and love each other and just be with each other and be present in the present moment with each other and just really fully experience each other. Is we would all gather around a big table and eat a feast, you know. I love you. Peace out. I hope you guys have a blessed day.